Taking the Mokwheel out. The Mokwheel Onyx. We are in Henry Cowell Redwood State Park. We're going to follow some of the river, maybe see or hear some of the train, or see some of the train kind of hear off in the distance if you can hear that. But we're going to ride to a point up on the hill, an observation deck, so we can see all around this area. But let's just get to it. But yeah, today we're also going to talk about the Onyx long-term. Kind of like a long-term review, but also what I think they could do to improve it for the next version of the Onyx. This is a pretty cool place because they have this huge redwood grove that you can walk through. You're not gonna be able to ride a bike through it, but we'll be on the side of it, so you'll be able to see it. And over here to the left side of me, over here is a place called Roaring Camp Railroad. And they got the trains running today, old steam trains. So we're going to try and get a close-up look at them in a little while. But first, let's get to the trail. This is like the main part of the park, the main parking visitor center right there. But we're going to be going down here. And hooking up with the trail, the legal trail for e-bikes and bikes, so we don't find ourselves in trouble with Johnny Law. And I have removed the throttle from this, so this is class 1. Class 1 is allowed on the trails here. The biking trails are the ones you can ride bikes on. So we are going to take down here, yep, to the river trail. Of course, we have the river to the right of us. We're going to come down here and get on the paved trail. There's a nice redwood right here. So we have the huge redwood grove that's going to be over here to our left side, or my left side. I'm going to pull up here so you can get a good shot of some of them. It's not too far down this trail. And then maybe head over and see if we can see the train some, if I can hear it close by, because I'll be right next to the tracks for a little while. And then we'll head up to the observation deck. I did this ride a few weeks ago, but didn't do any video. Just out riding for fun. And it is a very enjoyable ride. A lot of people walk it, jog it, ride it. So if you're down this way and you're looking for a bike path that you can ride legally, you can do this way. All right, we're coming into a place where I can kind of pull over. I have to walk the bike because I cannot ride it in there, but I'll take it in. We're going to look at some of these redwoods to show you the beauty of this place. Even if you want to come here and just walk like some of these people are doing, it's a fantastic place. Yeah, it's kind of hard to grasp how big these trees are. And these are basically baby redwoods in the grand scheme of things. You got to kind of put something in perspective. There's my bike down there. And you can see that redwood behind it. And how tall these things are and how wide these things are. And like I said, these are the babies. These are the ones that still need a lot of growing up. But absolutely a beautiful place. Now I had to walk my bike here. I couldn't ride it here because you're not allowed to ride in this part of the park. But just an absolutely beautiful place to come spend a day walking, biking, jogging, just enjoying the outdoors. Let's keep going. All right, so down here is a train trestle I would like to see, if I can get to it. Is that it? Yeah, I see it over there. I'm gonna go down this just a little. Looks like they have something blocked off down there. But maybe if we go around, let's get off the tracks here. Oh, it looks like they have, well, we can go up a little, but it looks like they have some nests or something up in the trees. That's why they got it blocked off. But let's go up as far as we can go. So you can see those big silver things up there. I'm not sure what they are. Oh, they look like decorations, actually. Okay. It's probably not a bike path lot anymore, but you can see the train trestle up there. It's always cool when because they still use it for the Roaring Camp Railroad. It's always cool to see a train come across that. But let's get turned around and find our way to the observation deck. We're back in the safe zone. Look at those trees straight ahead of me. This is pretty cool. This one's been burned out. What a lot of people don't know is the bark on the redwood is fire resistant. So the inside of the tree burns, leaving a hollow tree. That eventually will fall sometime. Sometimes these big ones that burn out, you can just walk right into the side of them. You take the whole bike in too, if they're big enough. There's the river to the right. It's getting lower. It's that time of year. We'll probably run into a few hikers on this part of the trail. But once I get further out, we're going to get into some steep path. I don't think we're going to see many hikers there. But this bike handles it fine. Now, let me talk about kind of long-term review of this. Have I had any problems with it? No. There's only been really one issue, is that every once in a while the bike just shuts off. Turns right back on, but sometimes it just shuts right off. And I can't figure out why. If there's a loose wire somewhere, you hit a certain type of bump, it just shuts down. Hi. But other than that, I've had zero issues with this. Some people claim that the motor is really loud. It's not that loud. I'm in PAS5 right now, pushing hard. And it is not that loud. But so far, you know, the only modification I've done this, I put a different set of handlebars on it. I wanted some with just a little more rise. So I was more upright. Hi. 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 And I put flat out on both tires. Hi. Other than that, this bike is pretty much 100% stock. And I've had no issues. Now, what are some of the things I would like to see improved upon? The front suspension for sure. It does an okay job, but it really needs better and more controlled compression and rebound adjustments. Because no matter what I do, when I hit harder bumps, this thing always just tops out, bounces back really hard. Even when I try and slow down the rebound. Hey. It just doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. So I'd like to see a better front suspension. Now the rear shock, I've had no issues at all. It is air adjustable, but I haven't had to do any adjusting to it at all. I think it fits perfect for this bike and the type of riding that I do. Now, what else would I like to see? It does have a dropper seat post, but it's a manual dropper seat post, and it's very awkward to try and get it to drop while you're riding. You pretty much have to stop. So, I'd like to see an automatic dropper seat post where you just push a lever and it drops and raises back up as needed. What was the other thing I was thinking of? Oh, this adjustable stem with the built-in screen. I think you need to do away with that. I think we just need to go with a regular stem. People can get handlebars as they need and get back to a regular non-built-in screen. This thing, even on the brightest mode, I have to take my glasses off to see it. And everything on it is small. Numbers are small. So when you're really moving and you have about 1/10 of a second to look at your screen, you can't tell. But other than that, I think the step through is nice. I think if I got to review another version of this, I would go for the high step and see how that is. But yeah, what I'd like to see improved upon, front suspension with better rebound and preload adjustments. Get rid of the integrated screen and adjustable stem. And automatic dropper seat post. The brakes work fantastic. And of course this motor is fantastic. We are in the steep parts now. You can hear me breathing a little harder. Hey. Because I have to put in some effort too. With that not that much, see, I could just push a little and it'll give me the power to creep up this hill. Now, I'll tell you what else I'm impressed about is, and I think this comes from a mid-drive, because people always said they manage power better, power usage. And I have to agree. This has got a 48 volt, 20 amp hour battery. And I've never run it out and down and dead. I always run out of the oomph before the bike does. One other thing I'd like to see, but it's pretty much everybody's kind of personal opinion or usage, would be better knobby tires. Something a little more geared more towards off-road and not just a generic 4-inch fat tires that are pretty much on every fat tire e-bike. I'd like to see something with a little more aggressive knobbies. But look at this, isn't this just a fantastic ride, just a leisure ride? I mean, I'm on paved trail right now. I'm going to be getting off on dirt trail here in a few minutes on the way up to the observation deck. It is just a fantastic day for this type of ride. Not hot at all. And this part of the trail is just not busy, so that's good. I think a lot of people were heading over to Roaring Camp Railroad. Maybe when I get back, I'll walk into it and show you more of it. It's kind of a fun Western town type thing. Here's a little bench. We can take a quick look over the mountains here. This will just be quick, but yeah. Mokwheel is doing great. They did a good job on this model. These are the Santa Cruz Mountains here. You can see, if you can see way off in the distance, that's Santa Cruz. And it looks like it's the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. It might be too far to tell on the GoPro. GoPro is better for closer up stuff. But I'm actually thinking about the GoPro Mission 1 Pro camera. It has an addition to this one. This one is the Hero 12 I'm still using. Haven't had any issues with it. I know a lot of people have had like overheating issues, lost footage issues. I really haven't had anything like that. But let's get back on this ride. We're going to come down here and we're going to hang a left to get on the dirt road and go up. All right, here's the trail to my left. We're going to go up. And we're going to stay on the pine trail. Because if you go to this one to the right, that's a no-no. No bikes. And I thought I'd change the view for you for this trail ride. We're going to go up some. Another enjoyable ride here. We're probably in looks like we're in somewhat of an oak tree grove with some pine trees. Enjoyable ride over here to my right side, probably your left side. You see another little redwood group family right there. It's pretty cool, especially when they get really old and all those trees get bigger and bigger. They all look like it becomes one tree that goes up and then splits off into a bunch of trees. Maybe if I can find one to show you, I will. So, just so you know, I'm riding in PAS 5 and I'm going to shift down to first gear. This is a pretty steep section, but I'm also here not to do this as fast as I can. I'm here to enjoy the outdoors. It's really good for the soul, for the brain. A little gravelly right here. This is what we'll have to be careful coming down on, especially when it turns. But look how the landscape has changed. Now this is probably changed from a fire a long time ago, because I see a lot of old burn marks. This was probably a lot thicker forest, especially like through here where it's just kind of bare, but coming back to life. I think we're getting closer to the observation deck. Hopefully we can see the coast better. Just love this landscape though. What an amazing place to be able to hike and ride. I know a lot of people complain about California, and even so do I, about certain things. But this is definitely something you can't complain about. There's the deck. We'll go and park the bike and we'll go up on top and take a look around. All right, here we are. Let's go up the stairs. Check it out on top of the platform here. Hey.
I don't even say anything.
Dude, this one horizontal.
You may do it again. I'm sure. Can you do it a little higher? Sorry.
Isn't this just a beautiful place? It's just so worth the ride up here. Tower's behind me. I'm just walking down this trail though because I can't ride the bike down this trail. But just look at that landscape. It's just beautiful. Reminds me of being up in the Sierras. Everything. It's overcast on the coast, so you can't see the ocean if I didn't try and show it. But there's a tower, there's the bike. Let's get this ride back on the trail. Now we get to go down. Now we're gonna go down and see if we can find some old steam trains. Perfect timing. All right, so we've almost come full circle. So we're gonna call it. So you have a great day, great ride, great week, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.